What is up, fellow Cobras, Miyagi-Dos, Eagle Fangs? Welcome back to the channel and for another live stream. It's been a while, and you want to know how long I know it's been a while is look at my name. I need to change my name on here. It has got my other channel. Wow, it has seriously been a while. Thwip First is not here right now. We are full blown we're back into Strike First Media, everybody. How is everybody doing? It has been, I think, 7 months since my last live stream on this channel, and it's been, I think, like 5 months before. Like, I made a few recent videos, but before that, it was like 4 or 5 months since I had made a video on the channel. I'm so sorry, but there's been literally nada, zilch amount of news lately within the past few months because of all the craziness going on with the Hollywood strikes. But the main reason why I'm doing this live stream is to, number one, let you know I'm back. And because I'm back, it's because the strikes have been resolved for both SAG-AFTRA and the WGA. And I could not be more excited because that means Cobra Kai Season 6 is officially going to be going back into the writer's room and production. And I cannot be more excited, like all of you are. So without any further, look, we got 38 people just right off the bat. You guys are awesome. So let's see who's kicking around in the chat. Hector, what's going on? Melissa, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. It's been a pretty good week so far, and I've been looking forward to doing this stream all week, and I'm glad it's finally Friday. So that's what's up. Lisa, hello. Not really long time, because I see you in my comment section of my other channel. Cobra Kai World, what's up, Matt? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Minefield, what's up? Kathy, aka Strike the Grandma and Grandfather, what is up? Thank you so much for watching. They are probably the first people that, a little funny Strike First Media backstory here. They are probably the first people that I told about when I started my channel. They are probably because I was living with them at the time. I miss them dearly. I'm going to see them next week for Thanksgiving. But I was probably driving them crazy. This was shortly after season 3 dropped. A few months actually that went by, and I was just nonstop Cobra Kai mode. All I wanted to do was talk about it, and I was probably driving them nuts. They'll probably tell you I was driving them nuts, and I've never been the creative type of person, and so I kind of took a leap of faith with this channel, and here we are. We're closing in on 19,000 subscribers on Strike First Media, and that is absolutely insane. I'm hoping we can get 20K by season 6. I think that's definitely a realistic goal. But yeah, I think we are just under 150 subs. Yeah, just under 150 subs away from 19K, and that's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. This channel has been around for over 2 years now, 2.5 years. That is absolutely insane. May 8th of 2021 is when I posted my first video on the channel. So shout out Graham and Pop. Everybody say what's up to Graham and Pop in the chat. We love them around here, me especially. So I love you guys. I'll see you real soon. Darth Chosen, what is up? Yes, Jim Tim, thank you so very much. It is so good to be back. I've been really missing Cobra Kai. I'll give you a little bit of a backstory about everything that's been going on and everything that's happened in a few minutes after I shout some people out. Robbie Keene, good to see you too, man. It's really good to see you. Darth Prodigy, a lot of OGs here. Kevin the Speedster. I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing really, really good. Hawa, how's it going? Philomena, fellow channel member, welcome back. Things are going great. Yes, Hayden Schlossberg was seen staring at the Cobra Kai poster on the Sony lot a few days ago, and he's just as ready as all of us to get back into production. What's up, Kieran? Zmord, Devasi. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but what is up? All right. It's good to be back, dude. It is good to be back. So a little bit of a backstory about where I have been, what I have been doing, as Kumiko says in season 3. So obviously the strikes happened, I believe, the first week of May. So May was the start of a very busy and transitional period for me. I moved into a new apartment, so that was taking up a lot of time. And then the strikes happened. So there's been a huge like paradigm shift in that whole span because I was getting ready, prepare. I was looking for places to live after our lease was up in June. So that was already craziness. And then once we found a place, we were scrambling to start packing and getting ready to move. And then the strikes happened. So nothing really like Cobra Kai production paused and the writing process. So things were a little hectic. Oh yeah, and let me know how my audio is. I got a new mic, if you can see it right here, and just let me know if it's too loud, if it's too quiet, if the audio sounds crisper, clearer. Just let me know. But so the strikes actually kind of came at the right, I guess, if you can call it a right time. I don't think the strikes are a right time at all. Anyways, I mean, it was for a good cause, but. Uh, it was kind of a nice to pause on content for a little while, but I mean, I'm a creator. I love to work and work towards something in my spare time. This is like not just a hobby of mine. It's kind of like a lifestyle as a creator. And I love creating stuff that I'm talking about, stuff that I'm passionate about. And Cobra Kai isn't the only thing I'm passionate about. As you can see behind me, I got Spider-Man Marvel stuff behind me. So, and lucky for me, there was a new movie and a new game that I was super excited about in the Spider-Man lore and universe with Across the Spider-Verse and Marvel Spider-Man 2 that came out. I covered that completely. And oh, thanks, Darth Chosen. Audio is perfect. Love it. But yeah, I was super excited to talk about that. Switch it up a little bit. I didn't forget about any of you guys. I know that meant that I didn't really talk about Cobra Kai that much, but the strike. I did provide little updates here and there on the journey about where we're at this stage, but there really wasn't that much more to talk about. And I heard through the grapevine that you shouldn't really talk about movies and pop culture or something while the strike was going on. So I was kind of a little weary about that. So I was kind of just more focusing on the game because it's not film and TV, and they weren't really affected from the strikes at that point. So yeah, it was definitely a nice change of pace to kind of. So those of you who don't know, I started another channel called Thwip First. That channel has been doing great lately. Within the past few months, we just hit 2K over there. But Strike First Media it's always going to be the flagship channel of mine. It's always going to be the main event because Cobra Kai is what got me into creating, and I think it's always going to be front and center. I love me some Spider-Man. It's neck and neck with Cobra Kai in terms of my favorite things in pop culture, but Cobra Kai is what really brought out the creator in me, and I'll always be thankful for this show for that. But as soon as those strikes were confirmed to be over, the writers and the actors both got fair deals that are beneficial for them and the AMPTP, which I was super excited about, and that meant that we were going to get a slew of confirmations in the coming days and weeks, and they really wasted no time with Cobra Kai because we got this tweet from Fandom on Twitter, Get Fandom, and John Hurwitz, who had an interview with them or something. Matt Fowler said Cobra Kai creator tells us season 6 is back in the writers' room with plans to start shooting at the top of the new year. Hopefully in 2024, our starved fans will be fed. And if that's not a tease, I don't know what is. For those of you who don't know, the writers' room was pretty much finished back in May, right before the strike started, and they started filming the first 2 episodes already, and that was super exciting. So, and then boom, they stopped production. So that was really unfortunate, but it's nice to see that they're not wasting any more time. Right after the holidays, they're boom right back into production. And this has been a pretty crazy time for the big 3 of John, Josh, and Hayden, the creators of Cobra Kai, because they're not only working on and getting started on the final season of Cobra Kai, they're also kickstarting an all new original project that they've created called Obliterated, and that premieres on November 30th. So they've been pretty much ramping up on the promotion for that show now that the strikes are over. They can actually talk about it and promote it and make sure it does well which I'm sure it will because it's coming from them. But it's been a whirlwind for not only us and myself, but for honestly for them too, because when they were not working on the show, they were picketing, trying to get a fair deal put in place for them and the rest of the writers. So it's been crazy for all around, but I'm super excited that we're back into the swing of things. I'm back. There's going to be a lot. I'm going to be a lot more consistent on this channel, a lot more consistent videos. I'm working on a very big video that it's going to be focused around the recent casting announcement for Sensei Master Kim Seon Young. That I'm super excited about. Like, what role could he potentially play now that he's officially been confirmed and that there's been a casting announcement for that type of role. So stay on the lookout for that video. Probably I'm going to try and get it out on Saturday or Sunday. And with these live streams, I would like to do them weekly. If I don't do solo live streams weekly, I will probably Shamoon over at Cobra Kai Nation and I have talked about doing maybe a collab together. So there could be all sorts of different moving parts there, but my goal is just to be more consistent back on the Cobra Kai grind now that production is going to be back in full swing. We're going to be getting little tidbits and droplets of news along the way. I mean, it's not confirmed or anything, but like it seems like the creators are eyeing to have season 6 premiere in 2024. It's going to be at the tail end if that's the case, but it's looking like that's what their goal is. So that's pretty exciting. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, for season 4, we're in like a similar place as season 4 was because they started production in January of 2021 for season 4, and we eventually got that season in December of 20 or of December of that year, 2021. So it's possible, but the only thing that I'm worried about is this season is going to be bigger. It's going to be badder. It's gonna be bigger. We're gonna get longer episodes. It's pretty much been confirmed by fellow creator Watch Party that we're gonna be getting more episodes, 15 in fact, which is amazing. And they have been rumored / confirmed that by one of the I can't remember who exactly this was. It was a cameraman or someone. I think no, it was a photographer on the set that they're supposed to be in production for 7 months, and that's the longest they've ever been in production. If you followed my channel, Watch Parties, who's covered like the full breakdowns of the filming and then the production process, they're usually in production for a normal 10 episode, 30-minute 10 episode season. They're normally in the production for right around 3 months. So 7 months, that's more than double of what they're usually in there for. So I'm pretty. I think it's gonna be a close call for 2024, but it's never doubt the big three. I mean, they were pretty much rushed to get season 5 out to us, so I was pretty surprised they were able to put that together and deliver it to us in less than a year from when season 4 released. Hey Max, how's it going? Darth Prodigy, how's your progress in martial arts? So unfortunately, I have not been training in martial arts since I moved in back in June. Unfortunately, I have had the time, but I've just chosen to commit to other things. And you know what? For those of you who do train in martial arts, it is damn expensive. But trust me, I really do miss it. I miss it so much. But it is, especially in Massachusetts compared to New Hampshire, it is so crazy expensive. I miss my sensei for my first dojo so much because he was such a cool guy, great sensei, and he priced his tuitions out very reasonably priced and affordable, and you were getting a lot more of an intimate experience, one-on-one training, and it was easily the best dojo I'd probably ever go to. I do want to go back to him at some point just because he's so good. So shout out to my sensei Mullen. Oh, I'm super excited for Wonka. That's cool, Cobra Kai Minefield, but we're here to talk about Cobra Kai, not Wonka. They'll bring back Bobby most likely, and not Tommy, Jimmy, probably. I would say so. That is a good point, Cobra Kai World, because if they are filming for a long time, and the two-part series for the final season is definitely up, I think it's very likely. Um, do like the first 10 episodes as you would business as usual. Have that be for December, late 2024, and then have part two release, May, early-ish 2025. Why not? I mean, that way it keeps us as Cobra Kai fans fed, like John said, and it gives us something to even more look forward to. So I would absolutely be fine with that. Because that way, it's like we'll be waiting like a reasonable amount of time. So it's like, what is it? Would it be? Yeah, it'd be a little over 2 years of a wait. So this would be our longest wait, if I'm doing that math correctly. I was never the best math student. So we got season 5 in September 9th of 2022. Yeah, so it'd be a little over 2 years since we got season 5. So it's probably it's shaping up to be the longest wait, I think. The longest wait, or I think season 2 and season 3 wait was around the same, but arguably the longest wait for a new season. Gabe, what's up, my man? Good to be back, dude. Good to be back. What's in the Karate Kid box next to you? Very good question. I will actually show you. So I have not worn these yet. I got these last Christmas. I'm ashamed I haven't worn them, but I'm a little scared too. So these are my Cobra Kai Vans. Dope Cobra logo. My fiance got me these last Christmas. She's probably gonna kill me if she knew I haven't worn them yet. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. And the coolest part is the bottoms. It's I got it backwards. Cobra Kai never dies, baby. Dope pair of shoes. I've not worn these at all. The box is sick too, so I just keep them in the box. Eventually, I'll wear them. Maybe if I'll wear them when I go back down to Atlanta. So there we go. Yeah. So that's what's in the box. Speaking of Atlanta, I will say for those of you who may not have known, I did go to Atlanta, Georgia last year with Shamoon, Cobra Kai Nation, to see our buddy RJ and with Darius. And we went to Atlanta Comic-Con to see meet Ralph, Billy, and Martin, and go to a few filming locations for Cobra Kai. I got really good news. We are most likely doing that again in February. No Cobra Kai cast has been announced just yet, but regardless, we're going to go to the con, cosplay some more, have some more fun, visit more locations, probably the same ones we did last time, especially some new ones. We really want to go to the LaRusso Mansion and a few others that we hadn't gotten to see last time. And as everybody knows, Cobra Kai Season 6 is going to be filming. We're not going to go to any sets while they're filming, but I don't know. We might just reach out to the creators, see if they have an evening free or something, and just see if we can meet up, grab a drink or dinner or something. I mean, John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg follow both me and Shamoon on social media, so I don't think it would hurt to send them a little DM and just ask them if they wanna hang out. I know they'll be busy filming with Cobra Kai and stuff, but it doesn't hurt to ask, especially since we'll be in the area and everything. But hey, John, Hayden, if you're watching the stream, if there's a chance you're watching the stream, let me know, man. We would absolutely love to meet you guys, obviously. Ryan, how's it going, bro? There's 2 major fight scenes in episode 1. Yes, I think I'm really wondering who that's going to be with. Max, bro, you talk about this every single live stream I do. If you do it again, I'm gonna have Cobra Kai World or someone else time you out, dude. I'm sorry to be a little harsh here, but I'm getting sick of you just repeating yourself. I've seen so many people repeat themselves and tell you to just gotta stop, dude. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. They don't have to do anything. I'm not gonna tell them to do anything because they're not gonna listen to me. Please stop spamming this in the chat. You say it every live stream I do. Come on, man. Please. Cobra Kai World, if he does it again, just time him out, please. John said he's going to deliver. Yes. Every season of Cobra Kai is worthy of our time, but yeah, season 6 is not going to be one you're going to want to miss. What's going on, Henry? Thanks for coming in, dude. I don't think I recognize you, so welcome. I don't know if you might be able to get them on eBay, if anywhere. I don't know if they're in the Van site anymore, but definitely check them out. Check it out if hopefully people aren't scalping them online like crazy. Cody, hey, another fellow Cody. Met Ralph, Billy, and Martin Cove last week here in Michigan. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Did you get like autographs with all of them? Did you get a picture? What'd you get? I'm anxious to hear. There some like those three. If you're gonna meet any three, those are the three to meet. I mean, everyone else is obviously great too, but those three, the main three, the legacy three, those are some of the best. I think they're going back to or not back to. I think they're going since there's no students in Cobra Kai in the Valley anymore. They're gonna go to South Korea, I believe, in Sensei Kim's dojo. Sonic, what's up, dude? Dude, yeah, that's I know, right? That would be cool. That would be so cool. That's like a dream of mine. Just like the three fantastic masterminds behind the greatest show of all time, in my opinion, and probably some of your opinions too. Just sitting around a table, enjoying a nice beer. Oh, that would be a moment I wouldn't. That would be a hard moment to like top. And just imagine if like Ralph or Billy like tagged along with us. Like, hey, you want to go out for drinks? And they just come with us. That would be insane. That'd be insane. Yeah, CVL. 1 second. 1 second, brother. Should be good now. Darth Chosen. Yeah, I mean, Max, dude, you just gotta. I don't know why you keep saying it. I know you might be obsessed with it, but just chill out, man. Just chill out. They don't got to do anything. They know way more about this lore and the characters than you. They have a roadmap, and if they don't think it'll serve the story, then they won't do it. I agree with you that they should bring back Bobby and Jimmy, but we've talked about this a million times. Bryce Productions, what's up, dude? Finally got to see season 5. What did you think? What did you think of the season? It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Damn right. Kevin's how big of a role do you think Sean Kanan will have? I'd like him to be a series regular like Yuji was last season, but it's part of another show. That doesn't seem. Yeah, it's really I don't know. It could go either way. I could see him being like a regular like Yuji, or I could see him just having like a similar role like he did in 5, just like a couple major or little cameos in some episodes, and then just like a bigger reveal. But I don't know. It could go either way. Sean is like a wild card. Like I think they would flourish with him in the season, but they could easily get by with if he was absent. That I've made a few videos on that one because I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm far from a Terry Silver fanboy, but I do love Terry Silver. He is, and everybody knows if I'm a fanboy of anyone, it's Johnny freaking Lawrence. And But I will say Terry Silver did not do anything wrong in Cobra Kai season 5. He didn't do anything wrong, especially in that final episode. The only thing that could be argued that he did wrong was Mike Barnes' furniture store, but there's still no concrete proof about that he did that. There's no proof whatsoever. Unless they can dig up some proof, then fair enough. But as of right now, there's really no proof. It's just Daniel's gut feeling. And with the whole finale of season 5, I really didn't understand why he was brought away in handcuffs. Because if you look at it, all the facts, all the events that happened, Barnes, Chosen, and Johnny were driving drunk, intoxicated, because Chosen was driving and he was the most hammered out of all of them. They drove through his gate and walked right into his house. So there's breaking and entering right there. That's jail time right there. And then they assault. They're trying to fight all of Terry's guys. If anything, Terry doing that to Chosen is justified. That's why he said any violence inflicted here on out will be justified. And it kind of is because, they broke into his house. Because, I mean, when in actuality, I really don't even get why they went there. Like, because Barnes Furniture Store, I don't know, but still there's no proof about that. So, and then when you look at the kids' perspective, they broke into his dojo. Yeah, I know they had Tori's key card, but you can't be going to the dojo in the middle of the night like that and opening his hat like okay, she has the key card. I get that. Say she has all access. She can go in any hour of the day. Okay, fair enough. But they were hacking into Terry Silver's computer. Hacking is a federal offense in its own right too. So say you don't even charge the kids with breaking and entering. Okay, fine. She had the key card. Yeah, breaking into the security cameras, his laptop. That is some serious time right there. And then Daniel goes into the dojo and then beats up Terry Silver, and he's the one that walks away in cuffs when he's just trying to defend his business in his house. I don't know, man. There's zero case against Terry Silver unless they can dig up that whole contract with that shady attorney and Mike from back in 1985, and if they can dig up that Terry was the one that beat up Stingray, or if they can dig up that he was the one that burned down the store. If they can't bring any of that to the light, they have no case at all against Terry Silver. The evidence against Daniel, Johnny, Chosen, and Mike is going to put them away. But we know how the police work in Cobra Kai. Sometimes they're there to serve the plot, and sometimes they're non-existent. But we will see. What are you talking about, Howa? No idea what you're talking about. How do you think part 1 will end if season is in 2 parts? Good question, Jim Tim. I think part 1 will really focus on the Sakai Tekai. That just seems like the main focus right now. I don't think they'll drag it out to the second part. I think I'm not sure what the second part will focus on. Maybe if I were to guess, just right off the dome, right here and now, I would say that it might be dealing with a threat with Miguel's father and just like setting up their storylines for like all the main characters, like Carmen and Johnny's wedding / baby arrival, what the LaRussos are going to be up to for the future and the rest of the kids, and just stuff like that. And the looming threat and conflict that would be in that would be Miguel's father finding out that Miguel is his son, because I feel like that was really left open-ended. So if they want to have a conflict in that last 5 episodes, then I would say that, because I feel like there's still some loose ends to clip off or tie up. But if they don't want to have a conflict, that's fine too. Just use it to set up and flesh out the rest of the endings of everybody's stories, and just tell us what's going to happen, set up future spinoffs if necessary. And yeah, that's what I predict. I don't know how accurate it is, or we'll see. Bryce Productions, thank you so much for the 279. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully Dennis and Snake return to help Terry. You see, I've never really cared much about Dennis because he's such, no offense to, I forget the actor, No offense to that guy, but he's just very forgettable. It's nothing about the actor. Just the character is very forgettable. Like I don't even think he has one line hardly in the whole show that I can remember, or in the whole movie that I can remember. Snake, however, I would like to see him come back because he was pretty entertaining. I think he would bring a great like vibe to the show. But Dennis, he's just so forgettable for me. I just I barely remember him. I mean, I know he was key in training Mike Barnes, but I wouldn't care if he came back or not. I think people on Silver's side are going to be people we don't even know of yet, given his money is probably all he needs, and his lawyers and just people he knows in the business side of things. I think that's all he needs. You see, that's a good question too, Melissa. See, Julie was a hothead just like Daniel, and it all depends on where she's at in this stage of her life right now. Like, is she a lot more balanced of a person? She could be even more balanced than Daniel, or she could still be a hothead. She could be more like Johnny. Like, who the hell is this chick? What makes she doesn't look so bad to me, or something like that. So it really depends on where Julie's head is at when we see her, like decades later. So I really couldn't tell you. I couldn't really have a solid prediction. It all depends on where she's at mentally right now. I would like that. I think that would be super cool. Thanks, King Kyle. As are you, man. You're a king for a reason, bro. Pop says, Columbo is the greatest show of all time. All right, Pop. I'll put that at second place. Fair enough. That's pretty high for me, and that's putting it above The Walking Dead, Family Guy, and all that stuff. So, Sopranos, uh, what's it? Breaking Bad. So, are you with Pop right now, Mom? Let me know if you're with it. Dylan, what's up, dude? Long time no see. My favorite Terry Silver quote, I think, is "Are you lying to me or yourself?" Because I use that quote on people so many times. Are you lying to me or yourself? I love that quote. He might not. I mean, I just wonder what they're gonna do with him if they do something. Well, they're obviously gonna do something, but what are they going to do? 50 people in the chat. Let's go. It's hell of a return, guys. Smash that like button. No, that's fair enough, Max. You just gotta simmer down a little bit. It's okay. We know your opinions on the matter, and you know what? If they all come back, including Dutch, everybody's gonna owe you a huge apology. So you'll get the last laugh if that's the case. Just gotta take a breath. Give me some other theories or ideas or wants that you would like to see from the show. Yeah, that is insane. He does not look 65, especially with the way he moves and the way he looks. Yeah, I don't think I think I posted a short on the channel. I did meet Mike, or not. I didn't meet Mike. I met Sean Kanan. He's a pretty cool guy. Pretty much just like you see him on like live streams or videos on his Instagram and stuff. He gave me a Mike Barnes tie. I might grab that in a few minutes. It's pretty freaking funny, but it was cool to meet him. Done 2 interviews with him on the channel. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're in. I think I have a live streams playlist. Great talks. He even gives his thoughts on what he hopes Mike Barnes is up to in season 6. So check that one out. It has been a long time since I've done a an interview on the channel, so I think I might have to get some work on bringing someone on because it's been a while. Because I haven't. The last person I interviewed was Sean shortly after season 5 came out. So, and I've interviewed Sean twice and Jesse Cove once. So I'm definitely due for another interview. Actually, I do have one of the writers, not John, Josh, or Hayden, but one of the writers, Emily Abbott, who I could potentially bring on. She was going to come on a few months ago to talk about the strikes, but I just got completely busy and wasn't able to do it. But maybe I'll hit her up and see if she would still be down to come on. Let me know if you guys want me to bring Emily Abbott, one of the writers for Cobra Kai, on. Evan boy, what's up, dude? I agree, Daryl. A little, even if it's just a little cameo, it would be nice to see her again. That's what I was thinking, Melissa. I would like to see, or maybe not even a fight between Kreese and Master Kim, just like an interaction, some interactions, because I still think there's something missing from the the last flashbacks we got with Barrett, Carnahan, and Nick compared to the Karate Kid version of John Kreese, because those are only that flashback of them in South Korea talking about the Sakai Taikai and the first Karate Kid. That's only 4 years apart, and I feel like he's missing. He still seems too nice. I feel like there's still something that happens in that 4 year span that really turns his whole mood and the way he is. I feel like something's got to happen. What's up, Amir? Do you think Kyler and Kenny will join Miyagi Fang since they both quit Cobra Kai? I think it's possible. I think Kenny's definitely going to need some time. I feel like Kyler might actually not, just because this dude has had beef with damn near everybody. Or I think Miguel, Eli, and Dimitri would be the main ones, and Sam would be the main ones that have a problem with it. But Miyagi-Do is all about forgiveness, so it's definitely possible. It's true, Tristan. They all committed like felonies that night. Charlie, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Do you still think the tournament will be split into girls division, or are they gonna do something where we get more than two winners? That's a good point. Yeah, this tournament is a really it's a wild card. At least with the All Valley, we knew what to expect for the most part. I do think it'll still be a separate bracket, but there's been a lot of theories. I've even made a video on Sensei bracket, which I think would really spice things up. Um, I don't think a Master Kim competing would be possible because the man is damn near, if alive, he's going to be damn near 100 years old, and the show, I mean, one could argue it's already ridiculous enough with everything that's happening, but having 100-year-old man in a karate tournament against other master senseis, the best senseis in the world. I know Master Kim is on Miyagi level, but having him in a tournament competing when he's near 100 years old, that's just a little too ridiculous, in my opinion, if they do that. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? If Master Kim's alive, do you think they'll have him compete or no? Or do you think that's ridiculous? I do still think he might be alive. I think it's Anthony LaRusso. No, I don't think the creators would do that. Because why would he turn evil? I mean, he has nothing against Daniel. He only has something against Silver. I don't think he would just turn a 180 on Daniel. And heck, if it wasn't for Daniel, he wouldn't have gotten that Rembrandt to get money for his burned down business. So essentially, he kind of owes Daniel and Johnny and Chosen. And plus, when you go through like a near death experience, like in a crazy event like that, the people you go through it with are someone you're going to be bonded with for life. So he's definitely not going to turn evil. He's past that part in his life. Really, Call of the Cobra. That's an interesting one. I most people I know or that I've talked to about this have been that do think that he's gonna come back, but you're the first person that doesn't think he'll return. So that's interesting. They are. I would be okay low key if they didn't return. I love Joe and Aiden Minks, but I don't know if they could write them out slowly, maybe. Ooh, that's a good question, Darth Chosen. Do you mind if I call you CVO still, or do you want me to call you Darth Chosen? I'm fine with either, but CVO just is easier to say, and I'm more familiar with it. But let me know. Um, that is a very good theory. Maybe he could. Maybe he's been watching for a little while, like in the shadows. Dude, that's actually crazy. That's theory worthy right there, dude. And that could be like, okay, so imagine this. So imagine we get through the first 10 episodes. The Sekai Tekai is done. That's done. They come back to the valley, and then season 6, episode 11 starts off with we see Hector, and he's in the valley, and we see everything he was doing leading up to getting to the valley. And it was like at the start of, or was at the we first see him like at the end of season 5, and he was there nearly the whole season of season 5, and it shows how he got there and why he's there. That would be nuts, and that would set up the back half of season 6. Oh, that would be nuts, dude. Great. That's a great question. It's probably the best question of the night so far. Absolutely, Kevin. That's got to happen. Let's go, fellow Eagle. Eagle Fang for life, baby. Even if it goes away in season 6, still Eagle Fang. See, I love like, don't get me wrong, I love the Cobra Kai dojo, but like Cobra Kai isn't Johnny's. Eagle Fang is fully Johnny's. He came up with the dojo. It's his. Cobra Kai is Kreese's and Terry Silver's. It's a good point. You're probably right, Daryl. Exactly. I think Silver is probably best when he's on his own, if I'm being honest. Yes, that would be awesome. Just get all the females together, and they'll be in sync. Like those four, I'd love to see that. I just wonder what they're gonna do with Julie, because my only worry is that when you got Daniel, Johnny, and Chosen, and then if you add Mike and Julie, that's 5 senseis. My only worry is that that's a little too many cooks in the kitchen for my liking. That's a lot. 5 senseis for maybe like 14, 15 kids. That's a lot of senseis. So I feel like at least one of them would probably not be like a sensei. I don't know. That's a lot of senseis and a lot of like butting heads and difference in styles. So because like Mike and Johnny are like polar opposites of Daniel and Julie, and Chosen is like the middleman. He's like both, the perfect balance. 62 people, let's go. So that would be my only thing. Too many cooks in the kitchen if all 5 of them are senseis. Oh, that's a great one, Call of the Cobra. There's a difference between being heard and being listened to. They heard you, but they listened to me. Great choice. Ralph Macchio is not he's not human. He's not. Yeah, Tanner just unfortunately he's a very rare con sighting, and same with Thomas. He just did his first con a couple years ago in Utah, of all places. No offense to if anyone lives in Utah, but It's kind of a random spot to do his first con at, and he doesn't even live there. Why would they why would they why would they take anything that I say into consideration? I'm just a fan. I don't have any writing experience. I don't have any industry experience. I don't have any storytelling experience. These guys have been watching this franchise since for 30 years, 40 years. They're not going to listen to what I have to say. I was born in 1998. I've only been watching The Karate Kid for like 15, 16, 17 years. They're not going to listen to me. I know a lot about the show, but they know like 10 times more than I do. I was, but they left their watching on the big TV. Nice. I know as much as you do about season 6. I don't have any insider access just because I'm a content creator. I know as much as you guys. The only way that I'm up on news is because I'm up on news. I do my research a lot. So I only found your channel by mistake. I was watching a bunch of Cobra Kai stuff on YouTube, and your channel came up. I'm glad I watched videos. Thanks, Daryl, man. Yeah, sometimes the biggest blessings happen when you least expect them to, and you do it. Sometimes you do it on accident. So I'm glad you're here, dude. We appreciate you. So Mohawk. So they worked on filming the first 2 episodes way back in May. They had to stop because of the strikes, but since the strikes have been resolved, they can go back to writing for the time being to finalize the script, tie the bow in the script, finish that up, and at the start of 2024 in the new year, they're scheduled to get back in the writers' room, which is pretty awesome. It's a good question, Bryce. I got some theories coming on that. Big video probably coming tomorrow, so keep an eye out on that for the channel. I think he's gonna have a huge, of course, influence on the way Sensei Kreese and Sensei Kim do things. I think he's still kicking out there somewhere. I feel like they wouldn't tease him all this much just to not show him. He might die, but I think he's gonna have an appearance. Absolutely. So one of the last videos I did before I went on my little hiatus was my video on Hector the Salazar. Let me see if I can find it. One sec. I'll show you which one you should watch. Zmore. 1 second. Okay. So just go on my channel and go down to videos. Right here. This is my video and theories on Hector. So I'll even put a link in the chat for you to check it out. I'll pin it so it'll always be there, but check it out after the stream. It's a good one. Yes, we still need this. Sam needs, or just tell him off to his face, please. Yeah, see, that's I'm in the same boat. I wouldn't really care to have him in Miyagi though. Thanks, Black Facker. I like your name, dude. I respect the originality and just the idea, but just thinking about it, I mean, Cobra Kai is very ridiculous at times. Yes, it is, but gotta put some like common sense into the equation. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have common sense, of course, but I'm just saying, like, think about it. Have you ever seen a 100-year-old man compete in a karate tournament, let alone walk at 100 years old? It's very rare. a lot of people don't stop walking at like even in their 80s sometimes. But to compete in a karate tournament, not just a karate tournament, the biggest karate tournament in the whole world against the most talented senseis. I know how good Sensei Kim is. Miyagi power level, on the same level as Mr. Miyagi. But at near triple digit age, come on, man. There's no way this guy is competing without. He's gonna die. One shot to the chest, he's dead. I don't care how good he is. One slip up and he's dead. Dead on that mat. And someone's going to jail. Exactly, Philomena. Yes, he's gonna tell her how to run the way of the fist, like he probably has with her dojo back home. He probably is the puppet master pulling the strings. That very well could be the case too, Tristan. That very well could be. I just feel like they've been really building up on some big reveal on Master Kim. Like he was just like a not a throwaway name, kind of a throwaway name in Karate Kid Part 3. Like people didn't expect that name to ever come up again. And then they've been bringing it back. It's kind of came back up in the Cobra Kai series, and especially in season 5, it was harped on so much. He even appeared. We actually saw him in the distance. So I feel like it's teasing an appearance, even if it's not just flashbacks, but even if it's, I feel like if they're going to do flashbacks, I don't know why they would cast someone unless it was, I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. I think the possibility of a surprise double date. I don't see that happening. I don't even know. Just because there's so much history, I could see them becoming friends, but just the double date phase, I feel like it would just be a little awkward. They would really have to like get over all of their crap, lay it all out, and get over that level of awkwardness because that's how teenagers are. Things are so awkward, and with each other dating each other's like ex, it's I don't know. It's bound to not end well, like you said. Hector is Miguel's father. Hector the Salazar. We still need to find out what Brooks is up to. What is he dead? Is he in a ditch or a grave somewhere? Is he did he do some sit-ups and get a six-pack? Like what's he been doing? Cinematic verse, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Good to see you, bro. All right, cool. You just because you've had the name CVO, Chosen Vader owner, for so many years, I'm just gonna call you the OG name. Oh, Jim Tim. Another one, another person that is a little 50-50 on Hector the Salazar coming back. They definitely have to have a solid way for him to get back into the valley. Like what's he doing there? Did he find out that Miguel is his son? Did he forget something in Mexico? How does he track him down? Something like that. Bullseye, great to be back, man. Good to see you. Thank you so much, bro. Dominic, hey, everybody's popping in now. Let's go. YouTubers, game, Roblox, and Rec Room. What's up? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Habla inglés, as Johnny would say. Yeah, it would literally, like they've laid the foundation and the roots for Mike Barnes. I love the change they did with him. Him turning evil would just uproot all the crap. It's just like, I remember when season 4 was coming out. It wasn't out yet, but it was like on the promotional and marketing and stuff. People were theorizing that Hawk might be a mole for Cobra Kai in Miyagi-Do. That would be just so redundant and just completely undo everything that happened in season 3 for his character arc. It would ruin his character. It's like the same thing like that. They redeemed him, set him up to be this good guy now, and he's changed from his past ways. Just to have him revert back. I think we should know by now that the big three don't tell stories like that. Thankfully, they are very nuanced individuals. You see, I like this question a lot, Darth Prodigy. So my second video ever on the channel, it was, what's Johnny going to do at the end of the series? Will he reclaim Cobra Kai? Or will he reclaim and reopen Cobra Kai? Or will he just continue teaching Eagle Fang in the Valley? And this, remind you, this was, I posted this before season 4 came out, so this was all the craziness that happened with Cobra Kai. But now thinking about that theory and that question all these years later, I think Cobra Kai is going to die. I think Cobra Kai is going to officially end for good. Just because nothing but good has happened ever since Cobra Kai was reopened by Johnny. And I don't think he wants to relive that old stuff with that, carrying that name. So I think Cobra Kai is going to end by the end. And whether or not Daniel and Johnny do a combined dojo, or whether Daniel continues just with Miyagi-Do and Johnny goes with Eagle Fang, time will tell. But I have a sneaking suspicion that they'll do a combined. They'll run a dojo together, maybe. Or heck, maybe both of them will just give up karate for karate and stay friends. I kind of hope that doesn't happen. I hope they keep karate going. I hope they don't just end it. But those would be my choices. One of those three things. Ben, good to see you, bro. It's good to see you, man. How have things been? I love your profile picture with the one and only Ralph Macchio. Have you ever seen with Johnny Lawrence? Yes, that is such an underrated show. Underrated. Could you see the Isekai Tekai being separated into 3 sections? Ooh, that kind of, yeah. But I feel like none of our characters are, at the current moment, none of our characters are over 18 yet. I don't think still. I think they're all still under 18, so that would kind of make the 18 to 23 a little unnecessary. But I definitely think a junior division, under 17 maybe, and then just a full-blown adults. And then maybe a sensei, or I don't know. We absolutely will see new dojos, Drew. Not done yet, bro. One more season still in the tank. I don't know what One Piece is. One piece of shit. What are you talking about? I'm playing. I don't even know what you're talking about. Every actor in the show looks so good for their age. No, I mean, a few of them are old, categorized as old, but they all look pretty dang good. Kyle, we just barely got to experience the 90s, my friend. I think it's going to be a girl, Bullseye. I really think it's going to be a girl. Ooh, Minefield. You're a young blood, man. Young boy. 04. Sheesh. So you're what, 19 now? Ish? And this is one of, if not my favorite things that have come out of the show. Like, we just talked to Cobra Kai Minefield. He is 19 years old. Daryl is 39 years old. That's a 20-year age gap difference. This show reaches all ages. My grandparents, who are probably still watching this right now, loved the show too. Not as much as Probably not as much as us, but they love watching the show with me and just binging the season together. They love what it's become. It covers so many different age groups. There's little kids, like people in grade school that love Cobra Kai. People in middle school, all ages can connect with something or someone in the show, and it's awesome. That's the best thing about Cobra Kai, in my opinion. The lessons and that it reaches every single person. It can reach any age. Yes, Dominic. I think he did some very very good detective work. He dove deep. Like when I figured out the the episode titles for season 4, he delved that deep for these number of episodes, but even deeper than I did. So very very well done. I mean, I think I'm a good detective sometimes, but he's damn good. Like, let me show you this video, because I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but I pretty much predicted that everybody was going to find out about the Stingray security cam footage. Not trying to blow smoke up myself, but I do want to acknowledge this really quickly. So this video I did before season 5 came out. So this one right here where it says busted the one flaw in Terry Silver's plan. The video performed pretty well. Uh, Basically, I talk about the security cameras that he had in uh, the dojo during. It showed a camera in his office when Johnny was calling, and it said camera 2 in the bottom right corner. And I was like, so there's more than one camera in the whole dojo. I reckon there's one in that back room where Terry beat up Stingray and at the front entrance. And sure enough, there was a camera where Terry beat up Stingray. And it wasn't the reason that Terry Silver was convicted of his crime, but it was a reason that the things happened the way it did because they found out about that. And that was a flaw in his plan because he didn't fully delete that footage. And the kids used that as a plan to try to expose him. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting much to come out of the theory. I thought it was just another, just one that I was reaching too hard for, but it actually turned out to be pretty much true. So, I mean, it's hard to get a theory 100% correct in this show, but that was pretty damn close, and I'm pretty happy about that. Morgan, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I think Sato was or not lazy, bad at karate. Ken Cole made a great video on that. That Sato is bad at karate. You should check it out. Yeah, you see, that is true. Kyler is a dumbass, but it would be funny to see Sam beat him up. Maybe that'll finally teach him. You see, I thought the same thing, Clifford, but we do see Miguel with that same backpack again in later. I think it's in episode 8, Takai. It could be a plot hole, like they just didn't think of that, or it could be a new backpack. It very well could be because we don't see Miguel leaving with Johnny and Robbie with his bag, but it very well could just be like a goof that the writers goofed on, unfortunately. But time will tell. I think if that's how he finds out Miguel is still out there and around, then I think that'll be the reason why. So I don't know. Oh yeah, because Kreese doesn't know that they're in for competing in the Sekai Tekai. So that's a great point. And how much will Kreese want to have Cobra Kai anymore? Have Cobra Kai when his favorite students, Robbie, Tori, and Johnny, are not like involved in it anymore. Like Tori's not even in Cobra Kai anymore. Is he really going to want to keep that dojo? I think him and Kim are really going to butt heads. I don't think there's any confirmation on that. That's why people are speculating. It wasn't actually confirmed anywhere that he's dead. He's kind of just like this mythological, mysterious character at this point. Rash, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Master Kim will be part of a spinoff. Oh, that's a good point. And they could use C.S. Lee for that as well. So not only Cobra Kai, but he could be further used. So it seems like there's a general consensus that a lot of you guys want Master Kim to not be alive. And then that's fair too. I think the writers, I made a video on this as well. I think John Hurwitz confirmed that the show will pick up right where it left off from season 5, but I do think there will be maybe a little time skip at some point in the show. So I definitely think at some point, but not right off the bat. Brooks learned to not show his face around anywhere in the future. Sorry, guys, eating an Oreo. The snack of champions, Oreo and a Mountain Dew. Michael D. Flex, I recognize you, man. Good to see you. Maybe Kim Jong Young has been cryogenically frozen and they bring him back to life. I like that theory, Drew. ¿Dónde está Hector? What's up, Tom? Hector are good at making stories that are richly good, unlike all the crap. Yeah, you're damn right, dude. There's a lot of crap out there. And that's why my grandfather watches a bunch of old reruns of shows like Andy Griffith, Columbo. What else? Oh, gosh. I'm drawing a blank here. Hogan's Heroes. That's one pop, right? My cousin, or Leave It to Beaver. That's all right. I can't think of any more. It's definitely possible. That could be Prime Hawk. But as of right now, I think season 3 or 4 is Prime Eli. Eli will always be more powerful than Hawk. Because whenever he does the Fury of the Hawk, he always takes that L. As my boy Danny would say. That is 100% true, Cobra Kai World. And that's why I was like, yeah, Johnny really just needs to let it go. It's so outdated, and it has not boded well for literally anyone that has joined the dojo. Everyone has left the dojo now. Yeah, Tori broke her freaking hand to a bloody pulp, dude. Like, yeah, it's gotta go. Johnny knew it in season 3, man. He was like to Kreese, Cobra Kai's gotta go. It's gotta go, man. I know, dude. I know. It's crazy how much younger I look with a clean shave. It's crazy. I look so much different with a beard compared to nothing. Just maybe a little stubble, not even 5 o'clock shadow. Sometimes it just gets, I mean, I think I keep up with my beard pretty well, but sometimes it just gets so overgrown and you're just ready. You just need a little fresh start. Oh yeah, your mid-20s of like your mid to late 20s is like the prime of your life, like physically, I think. Because like you're you're still young, but you're also strong and your brain is fully developed. You're in your at your strongest. Maybe even your early 30s too. It depends on the person. We'll absolutely get some of those, Nicholas. Yeah, like when you groom these guys, like with Sholo, give him a good shave. Mary gets her back her Samantha LaRusso hair. Robbie, you give him a nice trim and just the slick back hair. Um, Jacob, you tame his hair back to like his Eli phase. Yeah, they look so young. They look so young. But when they're in their like real life like looks, they do look a lot older. I'm sure they use plenty of makeup to help with that too. I've had this theory too, Rash. I don't know if you've known about it, but I think the perfect episode title for the last episode of Cobra Kai is Ex Degenerate. Episode 1 was titled Ace Degenerate. Johnny was at his lowest point ever in life. He was the Ace Degenerate still. Ends the show with a wife, a new baby, his son back on his side, a stepson, a surrogate son. His lifelong bitterness and rivalry with Daniel LaRusso has been squashed, and he's back to teaching karate again, and he's got a level head. Ex Degenerate. Count on it. I think it's the perfect episode title for the last episode of Cobra Kai. Let me know if you guys think that's a good last episode title. Exactly. Rash is 45 years old. Like I said, man, my grandmothers and grandfather, they both, I won't say their ages on here, but they both love the show as much as we all do. Probably not as much, but yeah, like I said. Jim Tim 16, 18. Exactly. See, my grandma says they sure love Cobra Kai, and of course me. It's hard not to love, right? You damn right. My grandfather said, Columbo's better, but I think Cobra Kai is better. What's up, Laura? Thanks for coming back. I am back too. Don't worry. I've been the one that's gone, not you. What's up, Bentley? Thanks for coming in. He does. Hey, my main man, Gian. What's up, broski? We caught some. No, we actually didn't catch any dubs last night, did we? But good to see you, bro. My main man, go sub to the All Valley. Marco. He makes awesome Cobra Kai content, and not only Cobra Kai content on his channel, but he covers a slew of different pop culture greatness as well. So go check out my boy Gian. He is the man. So knowledgeable about the Cobra Kai series and just pop culture in general. And he's just a good guy to be around. So everybody, if you don't know Gian, go check him out. Check out his channel. He's a great friend of mine. And yes, Strike First Media is back. So happy to be back, dude. Feels like forever. It has been forever. It's been damn near half a year. Yeah, Eagle Fang, baby. Stay on for a little bit more, guys. Maybe like we're at an hour and 14. I gotta leave soon to pick up the fiance at work. So yeah, like 15 more minutes. Exactly. I agree. When he is in the state of mind as Eli, he has a way better record than when he's like, "Oh, I'm Hawk." Like if you look at from the complete timeline, he season 2, he got his butt kicked by Robbie and Sam. School fight, he lost the school fight to Dimitri, a barely trained fighter. Dimitri. Season 3, season 3 was like his only good phase that he was actually good, where he wasn't getting his butt kicked left and right. But then season 4, when he's no longer the Hawk, he wins the All Valley tournament. And then season 5, when he's like, it's time to uncage the Hawk. When he's in the qualifier, boom, he loses to Kenny. When he's Eli, I don't think he's lost when he's Eli. But when he's Hawk, it never really bodes well for him. I don't know, man. I'm just a fan, just like everybody. Just like you, Dominic. I'm just a fan like you guys. I just have a good amount of people that watch my videos, my silly videos that I make. I'm not special. The creators do follow me on Instagram, but it's just because I promote the show, and maybe I'm a little cool. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm just a fan. I have no influence on the big three, and nor should they listen to me. Mary, yeah, is she 27 yet? She's 26 or 27. It looks pretty damn good too, if I will say. Yep, that's another instance, man. Just it brings families together. Brings families together because it's something that a family can sit down and watch, and everyone gets something out of and enjoy. It's awesome. It's a good prediction. December 19th, December 27th, part 1 of season 6. It's a damn good one. Exactly, Cobra Kai. Well, that's my biggest problem with Kreese in season 4. Like, it's like he was so, oh, please come back, please come back. And then he's like, we should. And he finally comes back, and then he's trying to dictate him to like how to run the dojo. He's like, dude, it didn't work last time the way you wanted to. Let me do it my way. And it could be argued that season 4 Silver was the best sensei in the whole show, and I believe that, and that's coming from a Johnny fanboy. Season 4 nuanced Silver before Kreese messed with his head is the best sensei in the show. He's so good. And just the whole thing with Kreese holding the Vietnam thing over his head for 30 odd years or more than that, it's just messed up, dude. Like, come on. Literally what Silver said. How many times do you expect me to repay that debt before we're square? That's my biggest problem with Kreese in season 4. Oh, he's going to say, get the hell out of your penis breath. He ain't taking him back. No way. No, so I talked about this earlier, Rash. There was actually confirmation from John Hurwitz. I made a video on it months back, but John confirmed that season 6 will pick up pretty much right where season 5 ended off. I will say I do think there will be a time jump at some point in season 6, but it won't be at the start. It's going to pick up pretty much right where we left off. Ooh, that's a good one, Melissa. And extra degenerate or end of the line. Oh, that's actually a really good choice too, Melissa. But still, as the final episode, we'll put the end of the line. Yes. End of the line for the show and yes, absolutely. Those two. I still would prefer X Degenerate, but because this started with Johnny, it should end with Johnny too. That's my only reason, and it's mostly been his story. Don't get me wrong; it has grown to be everybody's story, but like Johnny is still, I think, the main. Like he's the core of the character of the show. You can just call me Strike or Cody, Melissa. I mean, it's a little too similar to Cobra Kai Kid, but you can call me whatever you want. I mean, but I personally like Strike and Cody better, but it doesn't bother me too much. Thanks for the kind words, brother. Happy back making Cobra Kai content, yes sir. I love making Spider-Man content, but I'm at my happiest when making Cobra Kai content. But for those of you Spidey fans who do like my Spider-Man channel, don't worry, there's still going to be content over there. The podcast, Peter and Miles podcast. Excuse me. With me and RJ, Peter and Miles podcast will still be for sure happening. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff concerning Spider-Man 4 and the rumor that the Sony universe might be tied in with those crap villains. But that's to be discussed for another time. So just a little notice for those of you who like my Spider-Man channel as well. But no problem, Gian, dude. I appreciate everything you've done. Just as a friend, Gian, he's really grown as a close friend of mine. So I'm happy to support you, broski. You're the man. Dang, she's gonna be 28 soon. Wow, that's nuts. Oh, word. Good stuff, man. Hey, you see, Rash, I said the best sensei in the show. I said season 4, Terry Silver is the best sensei in the show. Miyagi is still the best sensei of the whole Miyagi verse. Season, if you're talking about, I would say that season, if you're asking who would win Miguel season 3 or Robbie season 3, definitely Robbie. If Julie returns, how big a role do you think she'll have? A one-off appearance with Allie? Maybe a reoccurring special guest star, very minor, but or I don't even know. I don't know. There's so many characters that's got to be covered in this season. It's so hard. Like we thought season 5 was tough to predict. This is even crazier. I don't like sliver. You don't like slivers of cake or pie? No, I'm kidding. I don't blame you, dude. I mean, I like silver, but that's okay, man. You like what you like. Exactly, Morgan. You know what I'm talking about. He was just focused on the students and the tournament. He was laser focused on them. Everyone else was caught up in the rivalry and their egos. Rivalry and egos. That's what the problem was with Daniel, Johnny, and Kreese. So it was like, I don't care. I just want to wipe the mat with that arrogant prick, Daniel. That's all he was thinking. He just wanted to make the students better. Cobra Kai was never about revenge. It was about taking people's fears and turning them into a weapon. That's what we should be focusing on. Hey, thank you for the donation, Clifford Favors. Thank you for that $7. I appreciate it, broski. What type of music do you predict for season 6? Zach and Leo, the composers for Cobra Kai, always do a phenomenal job with the music. I think they're really going to try and switch it up to make this season different. I think it's gonna require a lot of cinematic scores and just epic fight scores, like similar to season 4, but even crazier. I think we'll definitely get a lot of Okinawan themes because I feel like we're gonna go back there. I feel like it's gonna be a combination of all the previous 5 seasons of soundtrack and rolling them into one for season 6. I think that's the best way to describe it. I would also like to hear like maybe a little bit of some hip hop in season 6 because we're usually getting 80s rock, maybe just like some old retro hip hop music. I think that would be a change of pace. Obviously, still have the main theme be 80s and 80s rock, but maybe just like some hip hop like Tupac or something from the 90s, just switch it up in a couple scenes. I think that would be kind of interesting. When I started YouTube, I had very low subscribers. When I started watching Cobra Kai, it changed my life and helped me gain 12K subs. Hey, that's what's up, season. Do you make like shorts or do you make actual like long form content? That's cool, dude. Yeah, 13K, 13K. That's a hell of an accomplishment, dude. Some people, they can't even get like 100 subscribers. They quit before they even make it because they're impatient. So that's awesome. If you keep with it, man, if you enjoy something, don't stop. Embrace the grind. All right, guys. I think he's going after the boys. He's going after Danny, Chosen, and Mikey. He's going out for revenge, and especially Danny Boy. Especially Danny Boy. You know what, Robbie? I was actually just about to end the stream myself. I just got the text to go pick her up. So you're leaving at the perfect time. But you know what? This live stream, it feels a little bit unfinished, you know? I think there's definitely so much more discussions to be had, so much more theories to talk about. I still have a ton of stuff that I want to talk about. Maybe if I have time in the coming days, I know RJ and I are probably going to want to record a podcast tomorrow. But maybe Sunday I could do a stream during the day. Maybe I'll do one with Shamoon, like I talked about, and we can do like a cross stream and really talk about a lot because there's still so. I didn't even talk about really CS Lee being casted as Master Kim yet in this stream. I was mostly just trying to catch up with all of you guys, but yeah, I definitely we. I'm gonna aim for Sunday, guys. Keep on the lookout for me to schedule a stream. There's definitely going to be a new video out tomorrow talking about what I think Master Kim's going to be up to in season 6. So that's going to be super exciting. But oh man, we had so many people in this chat tonight. We had damn near 60 people at one point. So that was awesome for our return stream. A great turnout for all of you by all you guys. You're the best around. Yes, it will. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like to make edits too. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad it's working out for you. But yes, we are this is definitely unfinished. Leave a like on the video, smash the like button. Let's get it up to 50 or what are we at now for likes? How we doing? How we doing, guys? Let's see. Oh, 93. If you haven't liked the video, let's get this video to 100 likes. Come on, guys. I know a couple of y'all probably haven't hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure that you're a subscriber to the channel if you love Cobra Kai content. Plenty more stuff to delve into. And yes, Clifford, I will watch out for Kreese. He's still out there lurking on the streets. He's probably made his way to Boston by now. But guys, I've missed you so much. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be seeing you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.